Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Detroit Rock City from 1999. It's directed by Adam Rifkin and stars Edward Furlong and Sam Huntington. There's a good chance that you don't know music. No judgment, hell, I barely know music. But if you don't know, the title of this film refers to a song by the hard rock band Kiss that is fond of makeup and, in one member's case, an extra long protruding tongue. This film is very Kiss-centric, although I think you can watch it and perfectly enjoy it even if you're not a Kiss fan. Or why the fuck not? Even if you don't know one of their songs. Although I have a hard time believing that they don't have at least one song you haven't heard of. They're pretty prolific because they have over 200 songs out there in the universe. Before I go any further, I gotta talk about the biggest thing this movie and I disagree on. Using the F-slur. Constantly. It's used at least 7 times by characters on both sides of the issues, and one of them even uses the hard T. I know it's kind of funny that I made a rule to dock a film a full letter grade if it uses the F slur with a hard T, and just half of it if it uses the shortened version of the slur, but don't let that make you think there's any levity here. I hate that word so much. And this film uses it so much it comes off as highly homophobic. Now, I get that back in the 90s it was more acceptable to use the F-slur, and especially a film about teens during 1978, so I get they were trying to copy the vernacular, but I think if the film were made today they would have dropped the F-slur entirely, or at least I would hope. And it's just the way it's thrown around so accusatory or so casually that drives me up the fucking wall. That said, I really like this movie. It's very funny and has a killer soundtrack. Just be careful of buying the actual soundtrack because most of the songs on it are songs from the time period as covered by modern popular bands, so it's not exactly what you'd expect. Still a good soundtrack though that has the Kiss version of Detroit Rock City and Thin Lizzy's Jailbreak, and those are the most important parts. The thing that makes this a unique experience, at least for me, is when the boys make it to Detroit and need to find tickets to the concert, they end up splitting up to each his own. Normally in this type of movie, the group would either stay together or go off in pairs. It's just too bad that this film had to use the F-slur as much as it does because I'm docking it a grade and a half for overusage and giving Detroit Rock City a C-. Tomorrow is a special YouTube-only episode because I doubt TikTok will let me review it on their platform. So tomorrow, it's The Devil and Miss Jones. Yes, you heard me right. See y'all then.